This is the top 10 most powerful conquerors in the world, but the greatest can only be one, and you will find out in this video. Write your tip in the comments and watch until the end. Top 10. Ashoka the Great, born around 304 BCE, was an Indian emperor of the Maurya dynasty. Initially known for his military conquests, he experienced a transformative change after the brutal Kalinga War. Stricken by remorse, he embraced Buddhism, adopting nonviolence and compassion. Ashoka's rule, marked by the spread of Buddhism and the establishment of pillars inscribed with his edicts, promoted moral governance. He ruled until his death in 232 BCE. Despite the absence of a direct heir, his legacy endures through his profound impact on India's cultural and philosophical landscape. Top 9. Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II, born in 1432, rose to prominence as a military genius and the conqueror of Constantinople in 1453 at the age of 21. Known as Mehmed the Conqueror, he expanded the Ottoman Empire's reach, capturing key territories. His reign saw advancements in art, culture, and architecture. Mehmed II passed away in 1481 at the age of 49, leaving a void without a direct heir. Despite his military successes, Mehmed's legacy was marred by his ruthless tactics. His death marked the end of an era, as the absence of a clear successor led to political instability within the Ottoman Empire. Top 8. Timur, also known as Tamerlane, was born in 1336 in Central Asia. Growing up in a turbulent region, he rose from humble beginnings to become a formidable conqueror. In 1370, Timur established the Timurid Empire, stretching from Persia to India. Known for his military prowess, he conducted ruthless campaigns, leaving a trail of destruction. Timur's death in 1405 marked the end of an era, and his empire eventually fragmented. Despite the brutality of his conquests, Timur's legacy is a complex historical debate, with opinions divided on whether he was a ruthless tyrant or a patron of arts and culture. Top 7. Charlemagne, born in 747, was a medieval ruler who became the first Holy Roman Emperor. Growing up in the Frankish kingdom, he inherited the throne in 768. Charlemagne's reign marked a revival of learning and culture, known as the Carolingian Renaissance. His military campaigns expanded the empire, and he was crowned emperor in 800 by Pope Leo III. Charlemagne died in 814, leaving behind a vast empire but without a clear legacy. Despite his efforts to establish a lasting political structure, his grandsons divided the empire, leading to its eventual fragmentation. Top 6. Cyrus the Great, born around 600 BCE, was the founder of the Persian Empire. Rising to power in 559 BCE, he conquered various lands, including Babylon in 539 BCE. Known for his enlightened rule, Cyrus allowed diverse cultures to flourish within his empire, promoting religious tolerance. His death in 530 BCE marked the end of an era, but his legacy endured through the principles of good governance and respect for different beliefs. Despite Cyrus's passing, the Persian Empire continued to thrive under subsequent rulers, leaving an indelible mark on ancient history. Top 5. Attila the Hun, born around 406, was a fearsome warrior and ruler of the Huns, a nomadic Central Asian people. Little is known about his early life, but he rose to power in the 5th century, leading brutal campaigns across Europe. Attila's death in 453 marked the end of his aggressive conquests. Surprisingly, for a figure of such historical significance, he left no lasting legacy. Despite his reputation as the scourge of God, Attila's impact on the course of history faded quickly after his demise, and his empire disintegrated, leaving behind a legacy of destruction rather than lasting influence. Top 4. Julius Caesar, born in 100 BCE, was a Roman general and statesman. Rising through military ranks, he played a crucial role in the conquest of Gaul. Caesar's military success and political savvy led to tension with the Roman Senate. In 49 BCE, he famously crossed the Rubicon River, sparking a civil war. By 45 BCE, he declared himself dictator for life. However, his increasing power bred resentment. On the Ides of March in 44 BCE, Caesar was assassinated by a group of senators led by Brutus. His death plunged Rome into further chaos, marking the end of the Roman Republic. Top 3. Napoleon Bonaparte, born in Corsica in 1769, rose from a military officer to become Emperor of the French. His strategic brilliance led to early victories, establishing the French Empire. In 1814, he abdicated and was exiled to Elba, only to briefly return in 1815 during the Hundred Days. Defeated at Waterloo, he was exiled to the remote island of St. Helena, where he died in 1821. Despite his military prowess, Napoleon's legacy was marred by his ambitious conquests, which ultimately led to his downfall and the restoration of a monarchy in France. Top 2. Genghis Khan, born around 1162, was the founder of the Mongol Empire. Raised in a harsh nomadic environment, he became a skilled warrior. In 1206, he united Mongol tribes under his rule, creating a vast empire. Known for his military genius, Genghis Khan conquered much of Asia and Europe. His death in 1227, though, left a void in leadership. Surprisingly, he didn't leave a clear successor, leading to internal strife among his descendants. Despite his conquests, Genghis Khan's death without a lasting legacy contributed to the eventual fragmentation of his empire. For many experts, Genghis Khan is the greatest conqueror in the world. And last, greatest conqueror. Alexander the Great, born in 356 BCE, was a renowned ancient Macedonian ruler. Tutored by Aristotle, he ascended to the throne at 20, succeeding his father, King Philip II. With military brilliance, Alexander conquered vast territories, creating one of the largest empires in history. Notable victories include the Battle of Issus and the conquest of Persia. His journey to India expanded his realm, but his troops, homesick, compelled him to turn back. Sadly, at 32, Alexander succumbed to illness in Babylon, leaving no clear successor and leading to the fragmentation of his empire. Despite his short life, his conquests left an enduring mark on history. My favorite historical figure is Alexander the Great. What's yours? If you enjoyed this video and would like another top 10 or something else, please let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you love history as much as I do. Thank you.